what happened? I went to the job centre, as you can obviously see. That's clear, and I didn't have a meeting or anything, uh, but I had like just some questions about, I think it was like the cost of living payment, and try and make a complaint or get some answers as to some things that like I had trouble trying to understand, because like most of this year I've just been like frequently having to go to the job centre um, to tell them about how I'm looking for jobs, or and how I'm applying for jobs, and even to the point where they wanted me, yeah, like to tell them what jobs I was applying for. And I was thinking, like, I was like, okay, like, oh yeah, that's fine, all right. And then I go to, I think it was like GG data protection, like regulations, data protection, um, about like, yeah, about your like personal information, and it states in data protection that they need to make it clear why they need this information, what it's going to be used for, um, because it's like it's personal. Who I decide to work for, who I like, it is entirely my choice. And they wanted the details. So I asked them. I said, oh yeah, like I'm happy to provide you with some details, or like, but I need to know why, what you're going to do with this information, how this information is going to be used. Um, and that was the end of the conversation. Basically, they didn't, it was like, okay, you don't have to do it. Don't worry about it. All right then. Um, so that was a bit odd. And but obviously that didn't help. Really didn't help me, because I think that really like kind of made them upset. And so they, yeah, I was going to like frequent visits. Um, to yeah, just talk about my situation. I've been working for a long time, in the care and hospitality industry, and construction industry. And so yeah, I'm very familiar with applying for jobs, writing up CVs, and so forth. Given my references and experiences. And so yeah, from like this is all alleged, um, because I don't have the evidence of, I don't have the recordings of the things that I'm basically going to be piecing together. That's missing from the videos. So the member of staff that you see, um, sat in front of me, that was not willing to continue with the interview. It was, he wanted, in his terms, wanted to terminate it. Really bad attitude from the start, and that's okay. Everyone can have a bad day. That's fine. Um, but yeah, he was like asking me to provide ID, to prove who I am. And I said, well, I don't have it on me, but I'm more than happy to answer the security questions, because whenever if you phone up the helpline, the helpline only deals with payments, and then and yeah, payments and debt arrange like paying back like money that they borrowed. And also if you've got debts, like say, that's also being paid off by the by your benefits. Then yeah, you use the telephone. But no, he didn't want that. He just said no ID only, and I was like, and I'd admit, I said like you're being an asshole. Like you're not. Like I come in here on a near like monthly basis. Um, how can you guys not remember like dealings with me, like or who I am? Or also be just being difficult about the security questions, or just trying to like yeah, it's just I don't know. So we sit down, we have a discussion, and about like yeah, cost of living payments. They've stopped now. They don't do them anymore. They did it. Yeah. So this was like the last one or second to last, um, and so yeah, I'm asking about it, and he's just saying yeah, you're gonna have to phone. You've got to phone some helpline and speak to them and so yeah, I was trying to get some understanding with that, and then I was asking questions about some meetings that I've been having. I had one like group meeting where we're just there's like three of us, three people claiming benefits in the same field, two like painters or people that like labor. I think one of them's a laborer, and we're just yeah just talking about our situation in front of these two random people that I've never met before in my life, never seen them before in the job center. It honestly just seemed like a gaslighting event, um, because it literally led to nothing. It was like, oh yeah, let's talk about your experiences. Oh, let's talk about um, the industry. Oh, and places you could look for work. And then I was like, oh, that's great. Oh, that was a lovely conversation. All right, bye guys. It's like, well, what was the point of all of that? Yeah, but just to sit around and have a chin wag. Um, so yeah, so I was asking about that member of staff. I said, oh, so who is this person? I've never met them before. I've never seen them in this place. But and I also didn't really find it that helpful. And he's saying, oh, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter who he is. It does yeah irrelevant. I'm like, right, but clearly it was for something. Like, why would why I had a week of meetings with like one of them. I had to go to the church across the road, do a little job search, and then leave. Do a job search on their laptops, and the whole place is kitted up with about 7 cameras, and then there's like a monitor there, like showing you like all the different cameras. Bizarre. But that's the job place. That's the place where you can go look for jobs. So I don't know if that was like some sort of loophole that they wanted to try and use, this is like just to see what places that I go to look, and yeah, like the job hunt. It's a lot of these agencies that are picking up these jobs and distributing them to 0 hour contracts. And unless you're willing to pay like a membership on another site, or pay commission, what I think is commission um, for just getting in contact with people to talk about a job, then so yeah, you obviously need money to make money, and So yeah, I was a bit frustrated, and so we're a bit like back and forth, and so I then ask him.
Different work
Are you
coaches.
filming?
Why do I
Are
keep?
you filming?
Why do I keep having different?
There's nobody that's assigned just for myself. Like, because there's one person in that office that just deals with painters, and I've spoken to him a few times, and then I'll just get passed around onto this person, onto another person, um, and it's just literally asking like how I'm doing. So yeah, I dealt with that for I don't know how many months. Um, and so yeah, I got my phone out, started to record. Because this is like it's like an open office. So as you go in through the doors, you've got um, a little area which is like a lobby, and the lobby is in the same space as where all the people that get claiming benefits, we're all in earshot of each other, um, and of the lobby. So if anyone's sat in the lobby, if anyone's on one of the computers, reading of like the jobs that they used to advertise, then you're gonna hear what's going on inside. So, yeah, I've got a phone out. I'm recording.
I'm going to terminate your interview now. It's filming on the site. I want him to leave.
I've not seen the bits that I'm missing from my video. I've not seen. The camera cuts out.
What do you mean?
And
Where does it say? Where does it say that?
he's
Why
sat on
can you
a
not
table
record?
like at one point, like just chatting to me, and I'm still sat down on the chair. So they're like, yeah, you're gonna have to leave, and if you don't leave now, we're gonna call the police on you. This was the guy that was trying to help me. He said, yeah, we're gonna call the police on you, and have you removed. They'll remove you. I'm saying like,
Well,
surely you
this
know
takes a
common law,
recording.
like.
But anyway, I'm not trying
Like
to get smart
this
with you. I'm
is
just letting you know that
this
you're
is a
recording
public
as well.
place.
Why are you
I'm allowed
recording
to
in a government
record.
building?
And you've just said yourself, like this
Okay.
is a government facility.
So, but isn't that illegal?
It's not illegal to record.
It's not illegal to record in a government building.
Government
For who?
premises.
So I'm different.
It's like he's walked away. I like to the door or something, and so I'm like turned just to the member of staff and said, "Look, can I get a manager because I want to make a complaint. Like you two are clearly just out of control." And then with that, he's grabbed a chair, allegedly, from underneath me.
I don't fall to the ground. I just standing there in a bit of shock.
And I said, "Look, you can't do that. Like, police are gonna have to come now." I was like, because before I was saying like if police come, they're gonna come to educate you that I'm allowed to record. He's grabbed my phone out of my hand. He's like grabbed me by the chest, and then slammed me onto the table that was behind me, allegedly. So yeah, I've fell over the table, like full flip sort of thing, and landed on this woman. I've collided with this woman that sat to the table on the other side, and like somehow contact with the computer. Computer's like fell over. She's I'm now like on the hit the ground, sort of thing, on the other side of the table, and she's darted off like scared. She let out like a little like scream or something. Like I'm still conscious, so and I'm hurting a little bit. So I get up, like I'm around the table again, to where the chair was, where he pulled it out from underneath me, and I go sit on the chair. I don't run. I don't rush up. I don't rush up to him. Like at this point, like he's already get like unwanted contact, and now it's like it's a robbery because I don't have my phone. And so yeah, we're chatting, and then I say something about well, like then the video comes back.
Cool. Let's
Call the
go.
police.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go. Let's go. What? You obviously got
Call
issues
the
with
police.
this every couple
Call the
weeks.
police.
I ain't got time for it.
What are you talking about?
You come in and make complaints every couple weeks.
Good.
I ain't got time
Deal
for
with
it.
it.
Cool. Let's go.
No. Make me.
You wanna go for it?
Do it.
Where are we going? Where do you wanna go? You tell me where you want.
You're the bad man.
I'm not. I'm just saying you tell me.
You're the
You tell
bad
me
man.
where you wanna go.
I thought you were calling the police. I'm still waiting for him to get here.
I'm still waiting for you to do
Assault.
something. Assault of what?
From you.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
Watch. What would this see?
Watch?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're planning something, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a formal complaint to the police for what you've just done.
What did I do?
You tell me.
Oh, so nothing happened and if I gotta tell you.
It's on cameras. You even took your camera off.
It's still on. I can put it back on if you want.
You can put it on.
You sound like you want to do something.
No, because then that would make this situation better for you. And the last thing that I want to do is make anything better for your
So
for
is the
your
first thing you
position.
want to do cause issues when you come in here?
That's what you were saying.
That's
And if
literally
that's
what
still
you do.
and if it's still recording, then yeah, like that's good that you've asked.
I've then said to him, look, give me my phone. I've been sat there for like a minute or two. And I've now gone, give me my phone. Like, that's mine. So it's like if I want to phone the police, if I want to record this anymore, or if I just want to leave, like whatever my options are, like I'm not leaving without my property. So he's not listening, and he's just like, and he's just kind of like laughing to himself, like yeah, like he's done something hilarious. And so I've approached him now. I've got up out of my chair, allegedly, and I've kicked him in the shoulder. Like if you see the size of the guy, like he towers over the two police officers that were sent to arrest him. I think honestly, he probably could have took both of them on, up to the shoulder, just give him a kick, and it was a bit of a kick. Like it wasn't like a swing kick; it was more like a push kick. Anyway, it's enough to get him angry, and so allegedly, he then puts his hands around my neck, both his hands, and now that he's got control of my neck, he's now moving me behind the table that I was sitting in front of at the start. And so yeah, he's like he's choking me. By this point, and also by this point, like because the first assaults happened, where I fell over the table. Now everyone's like sort of like, all right, like this is serious. They've all like maybe 20, 30 people were in the office at the time. Have now like got up and they're like sort of surrounding us. And they're like shouting, get off of him and all of this. Well, like some of the customers. So yeah, he's now like choking me with both hands, whilst taking me like behind the other table so that he can pin my back up, allegedly, up against the wall where there's like a door handle or something, jamming, like sticking now into my spine, allegedly. And that goes on for like 15, 20 seconds maybe. He's really trying to force both his hands like around my neck for it to like collapse, and pushing me backwards, and I can't do nothing. Like not one thing. I can't get no. I didn't swing no arms. I don't stomp my feet. My feet were still on the ground, but like no, I had no strength to do anything. And the customer, oh, I said customer, another lovely lady. I'm not gonna say her name. I know her name. Or well, everyone's now around this desk. Well, not everyone. A few people are still sat at their table, sat to the desks. Majority of people are now like watching, and this lady gets in between us, and she's like, "Get off of him! Get off of him! You're gonna kill him or something." And like you can't like. And then yeah, so eventually he lets go of me. Because he's used all of his arm strength, and so I then like walked away from where he stood, like the other side of the table to the front of it now instead of behind it, and I'm now catching my breath. I'm like trying to breathe and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I think to myself, I'm not I'm not gonna attack him again unless I don't get my phone back. So as I've got my back turned, one of the staff puts my phone in my pocket. Like they stood behind me and everything. And I'm like, right, well, right, if you guys are not called the police, I'll phone them. And about to go outside, and I seen two the lady that helped, the lady that intervened, it wasn't a member of staff, and I seen another lady. It was like, "Oh, you were right." And I said, "No, I'm not. Like, could you do you guys mind being my like witness? I'm gonna phone the police. I'm gonna need people to give an account as to what has happened. Obviously, I don't know these people. I've only just met them under these circumstances." And they said, "Yeah, like absolutely, like," and so yeah, I went outside, out front of it, and now they're all just like they're all looking, like to see like they're looking at they're chatting to him, to the security guard. I don't know what they were saying, but they're just chatting and looking at me as I like to see if I'm gonna do anything else. But no, I went out the front and phoned the police, and yeah, so the police show up, took statements, took my statement, I gave an account, took statements from witnesses, but we were all together. Like they didn't separate us when we were giving our statement, and so they said, "Oh, what happened?" And I told them like what assaults he done on me, and then after I said, "Oh yeah," and then I kicked him, and then they said, "Well, he hit you first," and I was like, "Yeah," and then they're like, "Well, yeah, we can't do that." Allegedly, well, obviously, all of this is allegedly, because none of it's been like this has not been before the judge. So yeah, there's still things that need to be like investigated on like and understood. But yeah, so I give the account, and then so they go in, have a chat with the members of staff, and yeah, later on I find out that they wanted me arrested for what I was doing, but the police didn't. They didn't arrest me. They didn't put any charges on me for what I'd done. They basically said that what I had done was like self-defense. And so I looked into self-defense like afterwards, because I I'm not like great with law. I know some stuff, like with all the public photography and stuff, and that. For something to be a public place, it's time, place, and manner. Section 33. I read up and it says, yeah, like if someone's stolen something from you, then like it would be classed as self-defense if you were like, with like, I guess within like reasonable amount of force. I didn't think I was excessive from my side. If anything, it was excessive on the opposite. It's 3 days now away from 6 months, and the last 3 months has been no updates, nothing. Nothing to tell you. The first update was we're gonna wait for the CPS for the charges. It's like, okay, CPS are gonna do your job, but alright. Because obviously they want to make sure that there's the likelihood of conviction. Right now, I don't see that really happening. But yeah, so they take a victim statement, and my statement of what happened. They took photos. Thank God I got strong legs, and that my legs didn't really get that damaged, because then I think then I would have needed an ambulance. But yeah, no ambulance was called for me by the police, or like I didn't call an ambulance. Like my bike was out the front, and I didn't bring my padlock, so I was more concerned about my bike than I was my own well-being, really. So that's basically me in a nutshell. And so yeah, I jump on my bike after the incident. So yeah, I'm going back to the incident because I missed out a bit, and then yeah, I cycled home, went to A&E, got checked out at A&E. Barely even got checked out at A&E. They didn't even touch me. How bad I think she looked at my back, like looked at it, looked at my neck, and was like, "Yeah, you're right. We'll give you some painkillers." And so back to the police. Yeah, they're just literally giving me nothing. With regards to what's going on, what's happening. They just said, oh yeah, waiting for the CPS to put charges on. All right, great. CPS want access to your medical records. All right, I grant you access. But now I'm thinking, like, I'm sure somewhere in there may be like some NDA in there, but I'd have to know if there was an NDA, I think. And so yeah, the last thing they said was that they've sent a case file off to the CPS, and now it's sat with the CPS, and just waiting now for the last 3 months to hear about like whether or not CPS is going to take it on, or what the charges are, or like whatever. But yeah, it's not going to be this side of Christmas, and yeah, I can really see them not really doing anything about it. But it's still open. It's still an ongoing case, supposedly. But yeah, I'm having a hard time believing the police, because the police are notorious liars. And I'm unable to do a personal injury claim because they're unwilling to press charges. He's been granted bail because there's not enough evidence to make a charge, even though we've got 2 witnesses, supposedly CCTV that takes about 10 days to arrive, but and body-worn camera, as well as my footage, which I sent to them, that somehow is missing crucial bits that I've allegedly discussed on here today. Nobody contacted me from victim support. I contacted them, and then they said, "Oh well, no, we can't help you because it's got to be within the first 3 months." It's obviously deliberate. They knew who I am. They know about my YouTube channel, and they just want to do whatever they can to shut me down and to put me down. Obviously, everything that I've spoken of is allegedly, and police are not really taking action. Well, they did arrest him, but they didn't put him in handcuffs. And if you notice, he's got his hand over his mouth, and he's got the other hand going down. So it's almost like he's doing some as above, so below. Because he knows I'm going to be there recording. The police have told him, like, look, you're about to do a walk of shame right now. You're gonna have to come with us. And so he's showing his bosses like, oh yeah, I'm still with it. I'm here with the agenda.